Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about linear growth. It's basically expanding on our last couple of review chapters into this. And if you have a hard time understanding some of the things that I'm doing, I recommend that you go back and watch the 5R1, 5R2, and 5R3, and 5.1 videos. They all go over some of the more basic stuff. I'm assuming that you either know or have watched those videos. So this one is telling us to find the slope and y-intercept on the following linear equation. Express the y-intercept as a coordinate pair. To find the y-intercept, we want to put 0 in for x. Y is equal to 0 plus 5. Y is equal to 5. So 0, 5. We already know that b is 5. B is our y-intercept. And m is this one here. So negative 1/4 is our slope. A new company gains 115 customers each year. Each year, they also lose 18 customers. Write a linear function that represents the number of customers the company has acquired over time. Now, this one is trying to trick you a little bit because it has two different values that will be sort of together with x. What we can do is we can take 115 because we're gaining 115, but we're also losing 18 customers per year. So 15 minus 18 is equal to 97. Yes. Sorry, sometimes I have a hard time doing mental math. So then we can take f of x, we always put x right there, is equal to 97x, and then we don't have any b value. For x is, hold on. I think it will have a drop-down menu of x is greater than or equal to 0 or something like that along the lines. A couple of things like that. In this case, we cannot have negative customers. So we need to, well, hold on. It's not going to be is greater than or equal to 0. We actually need to find our X-intercept, sorry. So we need to plug in 0 for y. Because if we do is greater than or equal to 0, 0 is representing our years in this case because x is our years, right? But our customers is f of x, or y is what you're familiar with. So we'll plug in 0 for y. 0 is equal to 97x. And then, it looks like either way it will be 0. Y has got to be greater than or equal to 0. Because if we divide 97 on both sides, 0 divided by anything is going to be 0. So I was right. I just didn't think about it. This one is telling us to assume our salary is $25,000 per year and $70 for each computer you sell. What function represents your total pay for 1 year? So we know that we have 70 per computer, and we know it's a function of x. And then we know that we start with $25,000. And then x has to be greater than or equal to 0 because you can't sell negative computers. An assignment is worth 400 points. For each day the assignment is late, the professor deducts 2 points from the assignment grade. What is the maximum number of points that can be earned on an assignment turned in 7 days after it was due? So we'll write out the equation. For every day that it's late, 2 times our amount of days, let's say x, plus 400, because we're starting at 400, and we're going down 2 points each day it's late, so it'll be negative 2. Then we'll plug in 7, so we have 400 minus 14, which will give you that, which should be 386. The next problem is telling us that the water of a pond is initially 30 inches and decreases at a rate of 0.5 inches per day through evaporation. We want to write a linear function. So f of x, f is a function of x, is equal to 0.5x because it's per day, plus 30 because it starts at 30. And we're decreasing, right? So we're going to be negative 0.5x. We'll put x in the middle, and we need the domain. Now, we know that x is not going to, we know that we can't have negative days, right? So x has to be greater than or equal to 0. And we can't have negative water either. So when our pond reaches the bottom, we want to find out what day that is at. So we need to basically find our x-intercept, right? So 0 is equal to negative 0.5, x plus 30. Then we can minus 30 from both sides. Minus 30 equals negative 0.5. X, divide both sides by negative 0.5, which should give you 45, I believe. So x has to be less than or equal to 45 because we can't have negative water in our pool. Yeah, that covers this unit. Chapter. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a good one.